Hello and welcome to another edition of Biology Beyond the Board. This edition looks at genes. Now you can see our two friends on the left have got lots of different genes as shown by the coloured stripes on them. Those two chromosomes are what's called a homologous pair. A homologous pair is when two chromosomes are the same length and carry the same genes. Of course, sometimes the genes are not exactly the same, and in that case we call the different versions of the gene alleles. Homologous pairs are chromosomes which have the same genes on the same loci. The locus is the position of a gene on a chromosome. Chromosomes are made of a material called DNA, in the same way that a book is made of a material called paper. Sections of the chromosome are called genes. The genes are similar to the pages in a book. Each gene codes for a different protein or subsection of a protein called a polypeptide. And the code is held in the order of bases that the DNA shows as its sequence. If we think of a chromosome as a recipe book, then each gene would be a recipe for a pizza, for example, or a chocolate cake. And alleles would be different types of pizza or different variations of chocolate cake, maybe with or without the coloured sprinkles on top. If a chef invents a slightly new recipe, well, that's like a mutation. And of course, if people like it, then that's a mutation being successful and being passed on from generation to generation. If people don't like the new recipe, that's like a mutation not being passed on anymore. And it's worth mentioning that the DNA in between genes on a chromosome is called non-coding DNA. It has a different function from a gene. This is a little bit similar to having a chapter heading before a recipe or maybe a photograph of the cake you're going to bake. Well, that's it from Biology Beyond the Board for today. Thank you for listening. Goodbye. And